Close your eyes.
All right, so we just saw Speaking of Evil, the American version.
The American version.
Now, we watched, it's Danish, right?
Yeah.
The original one. How long ago? Like 2 months ago, I think?
Yeah, about 2 months ago.
You know when you guys watch a movie, say like a scary movie, and like, there's a monster, you're like going up the stairs or in the other room, and you're like, don't go in their room, don't go in their room. You know, that kind of fucking feeling. Magnify that feeling times 80, and then add another 200 to it. That's how the original was, in the sense of like a fucking annoyance. You screaming at the damn TV. Now, you know, there's movies that like are designed to scare you. Their movies are written to make you laugh, and there's movies that make you cry. This is the first movie that really fucking pissed me off, and I don't hate it because it made me mad. I like it because it actually did a good job of pissing me off, right? The original one, I definitely is better because it definitely pissed me off better. But this one, they definitely took all the shit that they knew was gonna piss off people because they wanted to make sure nobody walks out in the middle of the theater. Because when we were watching the first fucking movie, I wanted to stop it because it was so fucking annoying. But it was supposed to do that. What do you have to add to that?
Well, yeah, so it's incredibly frustrating because just like how, like in a slasher film, right? Like you're yelling at the girl, like, why are you running up the stairs? Why are you running in heels? Like, why are you going in there? Like, so this movie like evokes that same feeling because you're just like, why are you like why are you? It does. It pisses you off, but it pisses you off for a different reason because
it's basically avoidable drama.
Yeah, it's like this all could have stopped and been avoided, and it just continues to go on. And then it also kind of pisses you off because like there in some of the milder circumstances that come up in the movie, you kind of remember things that have happened to you in your life where like you kind of just like let things go rather than taking a stance and being like, no, I don't fucking like that, and you're not going to treat me this way.
Yeah, particularly when you're
whatever,
young, you haven't developed your boundaries yet. But as you get older, you're like, you know, you learned your lesson, and you know, somebody say they want to borrow money from you, you're like, no, fuck you. You know, that kind of attitude, you know. So yeah, full on grown adults that, you know, don't set any boundaries and like they get getting pushed.
Yeah, the boundary thing. Like you allow somebody to make you feel uncomfortable because it feels uncomfortable to let them know that you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, so the first one is good in that sense because I mean it's supposed to do that, and like actually I kind of applaud it because like, you know, I don't think a lot of directors will have the balls to do that to make you hate a movie. But this movie, like I said, it makes you mad, and like, but it's supposed to, right? I don't know. It's like it's the first movie where like I got definitely upset.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it did a good job of doing it, and like yeah.
You don't like any of the characters, none.
Yeah, you don't.
None.
You
Not one. Like what? Good guys, bad guys, nothing. You don't fucking like any of them. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Then well, I don't know. I'm not gonna give out too much. But Speaking of Evil, I guess yeah. Watch the original first.
Yeah, watch the original first. This movie is good as well. The thing is that seeing the original, it pushes it to a different limit. It pushes its boundaries more because this new one is American, and Americans, they're like a little bit of kid hands here, but like all in all, it was still a good movie, and James McAvoy plays a fucking excellent bad guy. Like, yeah. You fucking hate him. Again, you hate everyone.
The only reason I didn't like this one too much because it's just too predictable. I mean, obviously, you can expect the ending, what's gonna happen, right? With the other one, the original one, it's like, yo, you don't know if they're gonna leave or not. You're like, are you fucking serious? You know, I don't know. Like I said.
Yeah. And even though I think, for me anyway, even though I saw the original first and then watched this one, it still was really suspenseful because I kind of figured that the ending was gonna end differently. But it still, I was still on the edge of my seat. Like I was still like, oh shit, like how's this gonna go?
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, I appreciate that they didn't basically redid the first one and, you know, word by word, you know, they still added something different, but obviously they did it differently to not annoy too many people. This one is still annoying, but not as bad as the first one, and I was like laughing because like there was a guy next to me, he was just like, you fucking idiot, you know, getting mad and shit. I'm like, oh, well, the first one will piss you off more. But anyways, overall, this movie, me personally, if I haven't watched the first one and I watched this one, yeah, I'll like it, but it's just like I've seen so many movies where like the ending is too fucking repetitive. At least to me, it just gets kind of old. Just the ending is too repetitive, which is why I like the other one, because like the ending was not what I expected.
No.
You know, because and it fuck with me, and like I appreciate more movies that fuck with me, and like the first one is definitely one of those movies that's gonna stick with me for a while. In a sense of like, if somebody was to ask me what's a movie that makes you mad, but in a good way, it's definitely the first one, or the original one, Speak No Evil, and I highly suggest that one.
Yeah, watch it. And
Watch
for
it.
those of you who don't like to watch foreign films because you're afraid of subtitles, it's actually in English.
Yeah, it's English. I mean, there's like,
And it's not dubbed English, it's actually in English.
yeah, I mean, there's like, you know, Dutch spoken, but it's very little.
It's
but,
not a lot.
Yeah, but not fuck that. You should be watching foreign movies anyways.
Actually, you know what?
You'd be fucking pissed.
I fucking suggest to watch this new one first and then go watch the original.
Nah. You gotta get the full-on fucking anger. I'm squinting because I'm fucking laughing at how much people are gonna get pissed by watching the first one. There's not much violence. There's no gore actually in the first one. Now think about it. No, actually not.
No.
No, there's no violence. I mean, there's like, yeah, towards the end, but I mean, it's nothing like grotesque or anything like that, but it's just gonna push your buttons so fucking much, and like, yeah, you need to experience that. It's a movie that definitely pushed a new limit that I didn't think was possible
Well, yeah,
with movies.
movies are supposed to evoke different feelings.
Yeah, that's
and
what-
usually the feeling is an anger. And not because the movie sucked, but because that
Yeah.
is truly the emotion that it brings out of you.
So that's why, yeah, I appreciate the first one, even though it fucking made me mad. And I fucking despised it. I like it. Because, it did what it's supposed to do. It did a great job of doing it. So, yeah, watch the first one. I suggested. Anyways, I got nothing else to say. We're just going in circles. Watch the first one. I suggested. And then watch this one. That's my advice. If you guys want to support us, there's, like, links here or go in the descriptions. You want to help us keep us caffeinated and all the good shit. Really appreciate the help. Or you can just join my Discord and you can, like, tell me about more fucking movies that can make me mad. So we can talk about it. Just send me an email and I'll send you an invite link. Alright guys, thank you so much.
Toodaloo.
Later.